Manchester City, Semenyo. Looks like by the time maybe we do the next pod, that could even be done.
Yeah,
looking at news.
Because Chelsea sort of came in for him, and it looks like he said, "No, I want to go City," and he does look like he's going Man City,
which is
Arsenal haven't called yet.
No,
well,
I don't think Arsenal are going to go in for it.
I was reading how like basically we're interested in, but we're not doing anything in January, and he doesn't really want to wait. He just wants to go in Jan, and we're saying anything we do is going to be in the summer. So I kind of hear it from his perspective.
You got to get him. You got to pay all 60 odd million up front.
Yeah,
it's not like you can't pay it over. So it is a big outlay.
They got that then.
Well, you know them.
Magic of City,
they make a lot of money because they've won a lot of things, innit? And they've over the last few years and won trebles and things like that and Champions League. So they have got a lot of money. But yeah, you got to pay all the money up front. So I think it's a lot of these clubs that have sort of shown an interest have been trying to get around that.
Yeah, they just got
but
that.
City probably just got it. So yeah, here it goes.
Yeah, how much?
I don't think Arsenal want to fork out 65 million in one hit.
Nah, we don't.
It's going to be tough.
That's why we didn't buy Hincapie. That's why we got him on a loan, anyways. You know what I mean? Because we didn't really want to pay all that upfront.
Semenyo, Shirky, Foden, Haaland, Marmoush.
They've got a better front line.
Surprising to me though that they're not going to get. I look on it and I'm saying, is that what they really need? If I was a City fan, I'd be saying you could go and get like Gay. I need some defenders to me. I'd rather them get Semenyo than Gay. If they go in for Gay, I'm going to be a bit.
When you have the best forward line in the league, and then you just go and buy probably the best winger in the league this season as well, and add into it, so definitely doesn't help. But
I would still say with them, I feel defence
in transition.
They can be got at. They're going to be relying on just outscoring teams. You could possibly do that if you've got Haaland fit for the rest of the season. You can outscore teams. But it's going to be, the second half of the season is going to be very, very interesting indeed.
Speaking of left wingers, quickly, I just want to ask you something, because there's a lot of talk that Semenyo, you were talking last week about Ray, that, linking the Semenyo signing to similar to like the Invincibles buying Reyes. And there's now strong talks that Semenyo's going to City. How do you feel about that?
So. If Arsenal don't want to go for him, then I understand it. For me, I think it's we should be in the conversations.
Is that a worry?
Well, it's going to make them better, isn't it? It's going to make them better. When I look at Man City, I think they're a very, very good team, as we are. But I think if someone was to say who's the best, got the best squad, I think that we have. I think if you it's like playing those sort of trumps games when you was younger, best manager, they win that,
Skill 9.
Skill 9, pace. Yeah. But then I look at the actual team and I think defence, I think we're better. Midfield, I think we're better. Up front, I think they're better.
So you'd be confident in the game of trumps if you had Arsenal against Man City?
Well, I think it'd be very even. I don't think there's too much in it. But one of the things that I do think gives us the edge over them is squad depth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can't rest Haaland as much as they probably would like, certain players. Bringing him in, they can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can rest Foden, they can rest their wide players
Doku.
that they've got, Doku, what I mean? Because he's injured at the moment. So, blah, 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 blah. So I think that by signing him, it does put their squad strength up a lot. Especially when you look at it and go, right, do you know what? Going into January, going into the transfer window, they're in all 4 competitions. People keep going, Arsenal are on for this and on for that. So are they.
Yeah, so are they.
They're in the semi-finals of that. They're in the chase for the title. They're still in the Champions League. Not as in a good a position as us, but they're in the top 8.
Yeah.
They're going under the radar a little bit about where they are and what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they'll be loving that, by the way. But Semenyo just tells me that they're thinking, do you know what, we
need this.
We need this. We've got the FA Cup. When the business end of the season goes, we're not going to be left wanting. We're not going to be short. So I don't know. Arsenal have made a lot of mistakes over the years, and one of them being, I think, not strengthening in January. Like Robbie was saying the other day, which is a good thing. Well, we've done all our business in the summer. We don't need to do it. And there's not a desperation for us to do it. There's a difference. But I think when you are calculated, look at it and go, do you know what, that player might get us over the line. That's all I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Just gives you something different. I look at PSG last season. PSG would never have won the Champions League if they didn't buy the players they did in January. You know? So I just think at the end of the day, there's not a lot between Arsenal and Man City.